Group A Racing qualifying 3, Tim Coleman at the helm, Dylan Matthews doing the navigational duties in Violent Tendencies. Coleman Marine, the Downs Group, and at New Zealand Riverjet on board here. Tim Coleman has completely blown it, turned right hand straight into the exit chute of the racetrack, and well, that is about as useful as a cat flap in an elephant house, that run. He won't be happy with that, will Tim Coleman, I can guarantee you that. A little bit of a brain fade. There might need to be some serious discussion with the driver and navigator of Violent Tendencies. It's an A and B driven boat, so Tim Coleman the A driver and Betsy the B driver. As we go, Shane Travers, Luigi, Hannah Berry, the navigational duties. So Shane Travers has been navigating for his old man for a lot of years and has really had a good opportunity to learn what the speed of a jet sprint boat's all about. Now getting the opportunity to get in behind the wheel. Looking pretty good out there at the moment. This Stinger hull very, very well set up. A low budget team, and in fact the Group A team out that we see out on the water at the moment has got a Scott 8¼ inch jet unit. The Group A team is normally running 8.5, so they've really got this boat very, very well set up considering the smaller style nozzle that these guys use. So Shane Travers across the line now with a 56.908, 56.908 there for Shane Travers and Hannah Berry. So I'd love to know what happened to Tim Coleman there, the brain fade, the brain fart as we like to potentially suggest, just coming into the exit chute. A little bit too early, really needed to get probably 5/8 of the rotation further down the park before he did that, but the turning right at that point didn't help him. As we go, Uncle Tony Reid Racing, Andrew Bakey doing the navigational duties here. As we mentioned earlier, big upside down at Wanganui in round 1. Got the confidence built. They were back here a couple of weekends ago doing some testing with this boat, and by all reports Andrew Bakey was shaking like a dog shitting razor blades, to be fair. Uncle Tony just squeezing the 400 Chev on the exit of the hairpin. Uncle Tony got back into the sport after a number of 13 years away from it. Started out in the Group B for his second chance at the career, now moving into the Group A. Tony Reid across the line with a 54.018, 54.018 there for Tony Reid from Reid Engineering, and of course well supported there by Julco as well. Merritt RV, the Taranaki Terror, is the next boat out. The Riddick boys from New Plymouth. The Taranaki Terror, so called by the white pointer shark that for a number of years has been cruising the shores of the Naki looking for a snack. So Merritt RV, the Quest NP, the Quest out of New Plymouth, Dennis Wheeler Earth Moving. Open a view out of the Naki, ECR, Taranaki Tool Hire, About Image Classic Carpets, Flooring Extra, Telfer Young Taranaki, Company of Tiles, Crowded House Bar and Cafe, Riddick Electrical, ABC, Elbin Building and Taranaki. So a plethora of supporters on board here for the Riddick brothers. Oh, the big back off into the hairpin. Well, some may suggest that is not the right way to do it, but it worked very well there with Dean Riddick at the helm. So the Taranaki Terror in this Group A qualifying round number 3. and a 53.785, 53.785. Next boat to face the starter will be the Reaper, the Hyper Sprint from Jet Design Co. Phil Dick at the helm, Hayden Digby Smith doing the navigational duties. Self-funded by Jet Design Co. Phil Dick, the mechanical engineer, designer and boat builder from just down the road in Hamilton. After the first qualifying run, Phil asked me how he went. I did suggest to him that I hadn't seen the entire run properly, so this rotation doesn't seem to be causing too much problem for any of the competitors. Now that we're in qualifying round number 3, everybody seems to have got their head around it, which is a very positive side. Now it's the matter of getting the speed, getting the distances, working out where on the track you want to be able to attack the apexes, where you want to be getting your corner speed exit from, or the exit of the corner speed. I think I got myself a little bit discombobulated or cutty-wombalus for your American fans out there listening to that, or Waddy Compass, or however that goes. So Phil Dick across the line with a 55.152, 55.152 from the man from Hamilton. Next boat to face the starter will be Get Insider, Clayton Tisdall, Mandy Tisdall. I'd like to make a big shout out to Mandy's weird sister. G'day to Mandy's weird sister watching on the live stream. Brian Kelly Special is the engine here. The hull is a jet speed. Tisdall Contracting, South Fuels, Advanced Quick New Zealand, Case and Auger Torque. The sponsors on board this. Another Group A boat with Scott 8 1/4. Oh, Clayton Tisdall looking very, very smooth, very fast indeed. Loving this fast rotation on offer here at the Meremere Jetsprint facility in New Zealand. Round number 2 of the New Zealand Jetsprint Championship, brought to you by Mouthfresh, the best tasting toothpaste in the world. And it is Clayton Tisdall from Tapanui. Running a little bit wide, but got away with it, really utilising every bit of the racetrack there, and across the line with a 50.326. Clayton Tisdall straight to the top, and some 2.8 seconds quicker than Dean Riddick at this stage in qualifying round number 3 in the Group A category. For those of you up on the bank and haven't been to jet sprinting before, we have 3 categories here today. The Group B, heavily restricted, some call it the introduction class. Then we step up to the Group A, which is currently on track at the moment. 400 and limited to with cams and carbies and all that sort of thing. And then we've got the unlimited methanol sucking Monsons that will be on track very soon with Neil Marshall, Eagle Automotive. Jay Hayden from CA, the speculator we like to call her, the nurse. Marshall transitioned beautifully from the tarmac tracks of rally driving in New Zealand some years ago. Now in cahoots with Jamie Christmas to build and develop Stinger race hulls, and they have been doing a wonderful job there. Went down to New Plymouth just the other day to have a bit of a look at their operation. Neil Marshall and Jay across the line there with a 51.231 and into P2 behind Clayton Tisdall. Oh, the old wind hammering. If you're having a look on the live stream at home and you're wondering why the picture's just sort of vibrating just a little bit, Grant Collingwood from Ctas Live certainly try to hang on to that, but the wind howling through Meremere here at the moment. We've got people hanging onto the easy ups here on the deck from commentary, trying to keep that under control. The entire commentary deck area is under siege from the wind. It is shaking, it is rattling, it is rolling. As we now go back on track with Sean Rice and Faye Rice. Elite Kitchens, if you're looking for a kitchen, you cannot go past the kitchens from Elite. Get down, have a chat to Sean and Faye, and they will steer you in the right direction from design. They will work with you, the right appliances, the right equipment, and a brilliant outcome is guaranteed from Elite Kitchens. Well, Sean Rice a little bit knifey there, but the hull, the Sprint Tech hull, very nice indeed. Good run. Sean Rice 49.539 in front by 1.2 seconds, sorry, by 0.8 of a second to Clayton Tisdall. So Sean Rice at the top of the table at the moment. Simon Gibbon from North Canterbury in the Novus Auto Glass Machine. Scott Construction, Woodbank Park Cottages, King Watercraft, Justin Neal Engineering, the sales manager of Pro Climber New Zealand, the navigator Donna Thompson from Wanganui, was second in the 2017 season in the Group A category, really hoping to rattle the cages of everybody here in the Mouthfresh New Zealand Jet Sprint Championships for 2019. Well, the boat a little bit flighty down the back. Cy Gibbon into the all-important hairpin. Beautifully done around there. The Novus Auto Glass Machine. This boat inside and out, absolutely pristine. Oh, Cy Gibbon, I've got the boat a little bit bouncy heading towards commentary. For the last time this lap, a little bit untidy there towards the end, 49.180. That boat really having a lot of trouble just getting through some of those pressure waves moving through the course. Simon Gibbon in the front at the moment with a quicker time than Sean Rice by some 3.4 seconds or 0.34 seconds thereabouts. I have not been practicing my maths for anybody who might be curious. I'm just having a stab in the dark, so don't quote the numbers. Do not quote the numbers. All right, Violent Tendencies, Tim Betts and Jojo. Tim, the builder out of Auckland. Jojo, the truck driver and office manager out of Tauranga, the B-driven boat. Tim Coleman in the A drive earlier in qualifying 3. Got a big DNF from going the wrong way, but it is Betsy out on track at the moment with Coleman Marine, the Downs Group and the New Zealand Riverjet team sponsoring these guys. Qualifying 3, might have to just ease it back on commentary. I'm starting to get a little bit excited early in the day. Rotational errors or concerns only coming from the rookies thus far. Some of the more experienced heads don't seem to be having too much of a problem. However, that being said, it was Ollie Silverton, world number 1, took a wrong channel during Q2 in the Group A category. But it's Tim Betts and JJ with a 57.108. They find themselves well down the list there. As far as time goes, it is now Drainage Systems Limited, PSP, Clearview and Suntough Translucent Roofing Products, Biolytics, Magnum Automotive, Nudic Sheet Metals, GJ Gardner Homes, behind Ollie Silverton and Jess Sid, world number 1 in the Group A category. During qualifying 2, Ollie very uncharacteristically chose the wrong channel, resulting in a DNF. He'll put that behind him now and really be focused on the goal at hand. You can see Jess Sid, the marketing manager for PSP, got the hand out above the bow, making sure that Ollie is very clear at where he's going. The assistance, all important. Teamwork, absolutely spot on. The driver certainly knows where he's going, but that assistance from the navigator is all important. Into this hairpin, the sprint tech hull, beautifully done. The same style of driving through there out of the two different hulls from two different drivers, Cy Gibbon in the Novus one and Ollie Silverton in the PSP Racing. Both viewed through that hairpin better than everybody so far. Ollie Silverton, that'll be a good run with a 47.760. So that is well in front of Simon Gibbon, some 1.5 seconds there. Oh, just having a bit of trouble with the reflection off the computer screens here at the moment. And Ross Travers Super Mario now makes his way to the course. So Ross Travers, Amanda Kitto, Radioactive, the last boat on the water to wind out qualifying round number 3 for the Group A category. As they transition from commentary side to the far side of the track, they've got the Mouthfresh flag on the far side of the track where they can really line that aim, point and shoot. That gives them a very clear indication of where they want to go. I might, during the lunch break, move that flag about 5 feet to the left and see how that makes them work. So that'll be quite entertaining. I think it'll be very funny personally. But I think the drivers, navigators, officials and all that will come down on me reasonably hard. As Ross Travers gets across the line there with a 51.369. Ross Travers some way down the list there, just trying to find exactly where. Can't find it on that list. So it looks like it was Ollie Silverton, Simon Gibbon, Sean Rice, Clayton Tisdall, Neil Marshall, Ross Travers, Dean Riddick, Tony Reid, Phil Dick, Shane Travers, Tim Betts, Ross not coming, yes, in 60 was. Hey, interestingly, that last year, in 2018, the person who inspired the character Super Mario fell off the perch. So, well, we're left with one Ross Travers from Fordell to carry the moniker there for Super Mario.